So, this is the practical outworking of our church vision. It describes the how of what we're about. So rather than presume to know what church should be or what it might look like, we have created a statement to point our practices in a particular direction. You see, beliefs are one thing, but what we do is another. You see, so much of the inherited church mode of being tends to focus on Sundays and services, with a bit of room for small groups and maybe some courses added on. All these things may have a part to play, but such elements can often miss what we're really wanting to do. So when I think of church, I think of family. Groups of people who are quite literally spiritual brothers and sisters. You see, we're called into relationship with God the Father through the Son, and then by the work of God's Spirit, we're joined to each other as well. Paul talks a lot about church as a body, all linked into one with Jesus as our head. Your experience of family will be different to mine. Modern families come in all shapes and sizes. But what we mean by God's family is largely modelled on Jesus with his 12 disciples and travelling women. Our picture of God's family is also shaped by that amazing description in Acts 2, verses 42 to 47. It says this: "They devoted themselves to the apostles' teaching and to fellowship, to the breaking of bread and to prayer. Everyone was filled with awe at the many signs and wonders performed by the apostles. All the believers were together and had everything in common. They sold property and possessions to give to anyone who had need. Every day they continued to meet together in the temple courts. They broke bread in their homes and ate together with glad and sincere hearts, praising God and enjoying the favour of all the people. And the Lord added to their number daily those who were being saved." Such pictures of family are not fundamentally about parents and 2.4 kids. They're about a mixture of people gathered around Jesus. They're focused on him more than their own interests. And these families are close-knit groups who seem to eat together often, learning together and praying together. They even shared possessions and resources. But then there's this missional dimension. Like Jesus and the 12, the Acts church was sometimes very public, as well as having guests back for meals. They interacted with lives beyond the group and invited people to say yes to Jesus. The beautiful nature of God's family in action naturally attracted new believers to join in. Consequently, the idea of God's family is a family on mission, enjoying Jesus and life together, but in such a way that connects with new faces. They even expected the impossible to happen. So this is the picture we aim for as a local church, which naturally implies we see the groups, the smaller gatherings in homes, as our main thing. Of course, we value and enjoy Sunday church, but the main emphasis is on being small expressions of God's family on mission together. The next question is about the quality of life lived out by such groups. Jesus said he had come so that people could live life to the full. What did he mean? He didn't mean full as in busy. He didn't mean full as in overwhelming. He was talking about the richness and depth of his own life. Jesus' life was what God always wanted for every human being, wonderfully rooted in a close and loving relationship with God, deeply influenced by the truths and principles found in God's Word, richly saturated in an experience of the Holy Spirit, guiding and empowering every moment. You see, Jesus enjoyed life. He delighted in being alive, being with others. He loved community and intentionally fostered lots of connections. He especially invested in a few followers, but always had room for a stranger in need. He was passionate about setting people free, bringing liberty to the sick or the oppressed. He spoke bluntly and sharply when leaders tried to limit or control people with wrong motives. And he carried such a deep love for humanity that he was willing to give up this extraordinary life for the forgiveness and transformation of the world. So this is the full life Jesus wanted for his church, rooted in God and God's word, soaked in the Spirit, enjoying life and people, developing real community, investing in key people around us, reaching out to new faces, setting people free, challenging wickedness, living sacrificially, and announcing forgiveness and transformation for all. So, for every group we are offered the adventure of diving into more and more of Jesus together. We can't do it solo, but as a set of friends we can explore and demonstrate the many dimensions of Jesus' life. This is for us to enjoy and for us to share. The challenge for church is to learn how to live this out in practice. You see, church must be more than a set of meetings. Church must be authentic and open, being honest about the realities of life. Church must be practical, providing support and help when needed. Church must be holy, calling every member to live honourably before God. Church must be visible, not hidden behind walls, but accessible to new contacts and friends. Church must be developmental, growing individuals and adapting as God leads us. Church must be brave, daring to do what Jesus wants us to do. And church must be full of love, so that the world can see that the risen Jesus is with us. In the light of this, all the other elements like Sunday church, events and courses, all these are to equip families on mission, living Jesus' life to the full. They are to serve and enhance group life, not replace it. They are to be tools for the use and training of God's family. They are a gymnasium where we train to do good group life even better. So can I encourage you to choose this image of church, family on mission, living Jesus' life to the full. Lean into it and give your energies to it, because this is where you will most likely find Jesus doing what he's always done amongst people.